Mm-hmm.
And I was going to write a book on procrastination. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
I love you.
And I promise you, my wife will tell you I'm the king of procrastination. But there are some things you can do to get around procrastination, especially when you know it's one of your issues. Some people don't have the issue. I don't understand how they don't have that issue.
Some people don't. You're right.
I don't get it. I don't get it. They just weren't brought up right. So I'll give you a few general ones, and I'll give you a couple for specifics when you have a project that you have to do that you keep procrastinating, that you keep putting off. So when you have the project you have to do, I don't care whether it's something at work, you've got an assignment that you've got to do that has to get done. You need to write a business plan for your next business, or whether it's at home, you've got to clean out the attic, whatever it is. I'm a big to-do list guy. And your to-do list has to be prioritized, most important, and first thing you're going to do tomorrow morning is on top. And there's some rules of to-do lists. We don't have to get into them, I don't think. But one of them is anything that doesn't get done today, because you never finish everything on the list, right? Anything that doesn't get done today must have a higher number tomorrow. So eventually the things you're procrastinating move to the top of the list, and then you have to do it.
Right.
So I like that.
That's a very good one.
I like that too.
The other thing I like with projects is the 20-minute contract. I love the 20-minute contract. When I have some big thing to do, the clean out the attic thing, for example, or write up a business plan, whatever it is, I promise myself, I tell myself I'm just going to work at it for 20 minutes, because I can do anything for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I can literally do anything for 20 minutes. And that gets me started. And then one of three things happens, right? Most of the time, when I look up to check the time, an hour and a half has passed and I've gotten halfway through the project.
Right.
And it was just, I tricked myself into getting started. Sometimes it is something I hate to do, and I've got my eye on the clock. And when I get to 20 minutes, I negotiate another 20-minute contract with myself. And I do 2 or 3 20-minute contracts again and get it started. And every once in a while, you do the 20 minutes and stop. And then maybe tomorrow or the next day, you do another 20. But at least it gets you started. And the idea of the 20 minutes, and that last outcome is the rare one. Almost always you end up working for a lot more than 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
So I love the 20-minute contract. Some general ones for killing procrastination. One is make your deadline public. Make your deadline public. As soon as you make the deadline public, you're committed.
Yeah.
Public, like in a group chat?
I'm going to hold you accountable. Right?
Public can be letting my wife know I'm going to clean the attic by next Sunday. Public can be letting your coworkers know at the office.
Okay.
Public can be making an announcement in the newspaper. I don't care what public is for you, but
Right.
Make it public. So that's one. Clearly, breaking a big task into small pieces is another.
Right.
Do the tough parts during the time of day that you're high energy.
Yeah.
Right. I know that I'm high energy late in the day. And that I struggle getting started in the morning. So I don't plan to do big, difficult stuff in the morning. It just doesn't work for me.
Right. It's not going to, yeah. You already know that about yourself. So
I know that about me.
Yeah.
The other one is think people forget. They take these tasks on and they think that there's nothing they can do about it. They have to do it. Get some help. Who said you have to do it on your own? Who said it was a one-person job?
Well, I'm a big fan of that.
There's and Vic, you'll get this. The hardest thing I have to teach business owners when I do private coaching is delegation skills,
Mm-hmm.
because they think they can do everything better themselves. So they might as well just do it.
And all entrepreneurs do. I didn't learn that. It took me 15 years to learn that.
Get help, delegate. And what people don't understand, people think only the boss can delegate. Delegation, you can not only delegate down, you can delegate sideways. You can even delegate up. You can delegate up. In my old company, back in the 70s and 80s, I owned a steel company. And I had a guy, Joe, he would have a pile of paperwork that would have to get done. And he would come over to my desk and he'd say, listen, I've got an appointment where I can go close a big deal, or I can get this paperwork done. Which do you want me to do? And I would say, just give me your damn paperwork. I'll get it done. And what he was doing was delegating up to me.
Yeah, right. Because he knew you were much more interested in getting.
Oh, he was smart. He was smart. Now he thought I didn't understand what he was doing. I fully understood what he was doing, and I was happy for it.
Right.
But what he was doing was delegating up.
Yeah.
So delegation is not only down and only sideways.
Right.
That's such a good point.